Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, you wouldn't know that I took the past week, it's almost actually been 2 weeks off, to further educate myself and help provide resources to you guys for Black Lives Matter and everything to do with racial injustice, to help educate ourselves and just to further promote the Black Lives Matter movement. I think it's really important for everyone to do what they can. It's gonna look different for everyone. I was trying to think of what my first video back should be, and initially I was gonna do a full face of Black-owned cosmetics, and I've seen a lot of people do that right now, but for me, hauls just tend to do better, so I wanted to show you some of the things I've picked up over the course of the past week and a bit to support Black-owned businesses, and I figured you guys would love to see a haul. I'm wearing everything on my face today as well, and I also wanted to donate all the AdSense that I make from this video to Black Lives Matter. I will have a link to donate if you want to do so as well in the description box. So your view does help. And this is something that I definitely wanted to do coming back, is thinking of ways that I can help myself, because it is going to look different for everyone, whether you're educating yourself, your family, your kids, donating, signing petitions, going out and protesting. Everyone is going to be doing different things. One thing that really just resonated with me over the course of the past couple weeks was that it's not enough to be not racist. We have to actively be anti-racist. We have to continue to fight for this and not sit back and let it happen. So it's really important to do what you can, and that's going to look different for everyone, but just sitting here and watching this video is definitely going to help, because I will be donating the AdSense I make from this video. So I just wanted to thank you for clicking on this video. I'm sure you guys all clicked on this video to see exactly what I have been purchasing. I am still on a budget. I'd love to purchase more, and there were several websites that I'm going to discuss for my wish list at the end of the video that are sold out currently, which is great for the businesses. I just want to continue doing what I personally can, and I encourage you all to do the same. And without further ado, let's dive in and see what I purchased from Black-owned businesses. The first thing I wanted to share with you guys, I've been wanting for a long time, but the thing that put me off is the price. So this is pricey. This is also from one of the larger Black-owned businesses that I'm sure you guys have heard of, because I'm a Sephora junkie. So I did pick this up at Sephora, and it is from Pat McGrath Labs. And I decided to pick up the foundation concealer finally. I've heard such great things about it. And Sephora's shipping isn't as long as it was initially during the sale and the beginning of the pandemic. They've actually caught up with orders because they're starting to open up their facilities, at least in Canada. So I was able to get this in a timely manner for this video, which was perfect. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Pat McGrath Labs. I've used them before on my channel, but I finally decided to get the foundation and the concealer. The foundation is $90, so that kind of been putting me off for a while, but look at the packaging that it comes in. Can we just take a minute to appreciate that, makeup lovers? Like, how beautiful is that? So Pat McGrath is very, very luxe. The bottle is glass and just, it's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's like the perfect packaging. The black and gold, like, come on. I love it. I decided to go with the shade Light Medium 14, and that is what I'm wearing on my face today. And this is, I believe, a neutral olive undertone. And in terms of olive undertone foundations, this is one of the better ones that I've personally come across. It's very, very olive. So if you have that kind of undertone in your skin and you're in a light medium category, I would definitely check this out, because it has one of the best olive undertones that I've come across. The formula of this is super, super thin. It is more of a medium coverage. You can make this light, medium. It does build. I wouldn't say it's full-on full coverage, but you can definitely get a really good coverage out of it. And the thing that I love most about this is after I'm done wearing it, my skin just feels hydrated. Like, my skin eats this up. There's something in this that really has a softening effect on my skin, because after I remove my makeup at the end of the day, I'm just like, wow, like, this is why you're pricey, because you're making my skin feel so incredible. It does come with a pump, as it should, for $90. It's not going to be a very long wearing foundation, at least the times that I've used it. I don't find it extremely long wearing. I do find the concealer have a better wear than the foundation, but it still wears enough for me to want to reach for it. Not every day, because that's expensive, but on special occasions, definitely reach for that foundation because it really makes my skin feel and look nice. So then I also picked up the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. Again, packaging is amazing. I love it so much. And this says it's a weightless full coverage concealer. I agree with both products being weightless. You don't feel anything on your skin with this. And I have a lot of makeup on today. And it surprisingly does not feel heavy. This is the packaging for the concealer. I did get LM8, which is a light medium, and this is definitely lighter than the foundation, but you guys know I really like that bright under eye, which is very bright today, and it has a really beautiful yellow undertone to it. So I can get away with this when I'm my natural skin tone, when I have a tan going on. It's just the perfect color for me. And this definitely does have a longer wear to it in my experience, and it has more coverage right off the hop. The foundation you can build up. The concealer, you definitely get that full coverage, lots of pigment right away, and it feels really nice under the eyes. It's one of the more hydrating concealers, and for a full coverage concealer to be this hydrating, it's really rare, I find. So another formula that I really like. This is also quite pricey. The packaging, again, is stunning. It is that glass packaging. So just be careful if you're traveling with this because glass can shatter quite easily. So this is like a stay-at-home product for me. The only thing that was holding me back was the price, as I said, but took the time to purchase those, and I'm very, very happy with the purchase. Also, for those of you who are not aware, Sephora is actually doing a points redemption for charity. It is the National Black Justice Coalition, and you can do 500, 1,000, and 1,500 points to donate, and those are worth a certain amount of money. So if you want to donate your points, it will be going towards a good cause. And also, if you're in Canada, you can actually activate this as well. You don't need to buy anything to do so. For me, there was no purchase necessary when I did it, and you're able to in Canada. You just have to go on the app and switch it to the US instead of obviously your Canada app. And you'll be able to access the point redemption there so you can exchange your points for the charity reward. I thought that was good of Sephora to do, to have that option in case you wanted to do that. And I just wanted to mention it here in case you weren't aware. And if you're in Canada like me, you can actually go ahead and go to US Sephora app and make that exchange. You don't have to buy anything, and it's automatic. If you want to exchange more than 3,000 points, you're going to have to do it multiple times. It will only allow you to add the 3 ones at a time, so that equals 3,000 points. So you'll have to do it multiple times if that's what you would like to do. It equals $60 if you exchange 3,000 points. And I just wanted to mention it here in case you guys aren't aware and haven't checked that out. That's what I did with my points, and I encourage you all to check it out. I wanted to purchase some more black-owned brushes, and I started with Juvias Place. I know Makeup Addiction also sells brushes, and that's a place that I actually want to check out that you'll see on my wish list. But I started with Juvias Place because they're really, really affordable. A bunch of the sets were sold out at the time when I placed my order, but I'd managed to get this one with the red handle and the gold ferrule. It comes with 8 brushes, and I used them all to do my makeup today. They seem to be very good quality. I've heard great things, as I said, and they're on the affordable side, which is really, really nice. If you have not seen Juvias Place eyeshadow palettes, they're also amazing. The pigment of those are insane, and also their brushes are great. As I said, they've been on my wish list for quite some time to check out the brushes, so I'm really happy with the set that I picked up. These worked out really nicely for my makeup today, but obviously I'm going to play around with them some more. They remind me of paint brushes. They have a good amount of weight to them, but they have that wooden handle, and they just look like a really nice paintbrush. I'm not 100% sure if this promotion is still going on, but at the time of purchase of these brushes, Juvia's Place had a coupon code that was Speak Up, where you would get 25% off your order, and they would also donate 25% to help stop racism and inequality. So I was really happy that they had that going on. You're saving money, and they're also donating, so it was a really great thing for the company to do. and I was very, very happy with the purchase. So I'm going to continue to play with these and let you guys know my thoughts further. But if you're placing an order on Juvias Place, definitely check out their eyeshadow palettes and their brushes. And then the last place I was able to order from before I go into my wish list, because there was a few places I wanted to place an order for, but a lot of things were sold out. So this was the last thing that I got my hands on, and I've been wanting this forever. Forever and ever. The next brand I am featuring is Colored Rain, and when the Queen of Hearts palette initially launched, I was unable to get my hands on it. It kept going in and out of stock, so I kind of forgot about it over the course of time, and then I went back on my list to see what products I had on my wish list that were Black owned, and I remembered the Queen of Hearts palette. It was something that I definitely wanted to pick up. And for sleeves and makeup, I usually recycle them, but this one I'm definitely keeping. It's so, so pretty. This is the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette. This is one of their best sellers for good reason. It is super pigmented, gorgeous colors. It's what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I had so much fun creating this look. So really versatile palette. I love the color story in this, and I love what shades they chose to do matte in here. So this is something that I can come up with a ton of different looks, very pigmented. And I'm not sure how long you guys have been following me for, but if you have followed me since blog days, I used to always talk about the MAC eyeshadow in Solar White, and it was a limited edition shade that I fell in love with. It's similar to MAC Nylon, but not quite. Nylon, I would say, is more yellow and has more of that shift that turns yellow, and Solar White has that same kind of concept, but it had more of that white base and super bright and vibrant. And this is exactly like Solar White. So it has that kind of yellow shift. I have it in my inner corner. Beautiful pigmented shade. It really brightens up the eye, and it's exactly like Solar White. So I was so happy to see that kind of color in this palette, and I just think it's even more beautiful in person. It's really, really pretty. And this is cruelty-free, also made in the USA. And probably the thing I was most excited for, honestly, was this palette, because I have been wanting it forever. So I'm so happy to have it. And while I was on the site, I saw that they had 50% off their Power collection. And also, if you use Trendmood's code during that time for 10% off, she was donating the proceeds from Colored Rain as well. So I used her code because I knew she was donating, and that's kind of how I was working my orders, was finding the most ways to get some more donations out there. So that was one way that I managed to do that. And then I picked up these two things from the Power collection, and first of all, the packaging is so pretty. It has black roses, which I am such a huge fan of. And here is what the palette looks like. It is called Damage Control, and I am wearing this on my cheeks today. Super pigmented, the pink, like a dab on my cheeks, and you can see my cheeks are very blushy today. And I'm not normally super blushy, but I love how it looks, and it's very smooth looking on the skin. It's not patchy at all. And this highlight, man, this is one of the most intense highlights I've ever used. I only have such a small amount on my cheeks. It actually, honestly, these products kind of remind me of Dose of Colors as well, specifically from Desi and Katie's collection. The Francation palette, if you guys are familiar with that, and the highlights that they came out with, they kind of remind me of that, if you are familiar with those. So I'm really happy with this purchase, and I also wanted to pick up one of the lip colors because on the website it looked so pretty. And this is the Colored Rain Times Power Matte Lip Paint in Suspect. And this is what I have on my lips, but I did put a little bit of gloss on top just because it is quite light for me. But I will show you a swatch of this, and it's a beautiful pink shade. Again, the packaging with those black roses, such a huge fan of. I wore this the other day and it lasted all day. So this is very long wearing. This one specifically doesn't dry down all the way. It has kind of that moussey consistency to it, where when you put your lips together, you can feel them kind of sticking together just a little bit. But I honestly like that in a liquid lip because it gives you more comfort to your lips. I'd rather have it that kind of consistency than one that completely dries down and dries out your lips. So this does not dry out my lips because it doesn't completely dry down. So I was really happy with that purchase. And that's everything that I've picked up so far. And then there's also some smaller businesses that I wanted to just give a shout out in this video because I was intending to purchase from them, except the things that I want are sold out currently. But that is okay. I will be patient and wait for those. So let's start off with JD Glow Cosmetics. I've heard so much about them, and their Galaxy eyeshadows look insane. The colors that I want are sold out though, so I cannot wait to pick those up. And then also MFMG Cosmetics, which is makeup for melanin girls. They have these beautiful silk lashes. So I'm looking for Black-owned beauty brands that sell faux mink lashes. I do not want mink lashes. So if you know any other cosmetics brands that are Black-owned that sell silk lashes, faux mink lashes, that I have not featured in this video, definitely let me know in the comments because I would love to check them out. And if you yourself are a Black-owned business, please let us know in the comments as well. Then I also talked about Makeup Addiction, which they have amazing eyeshadows, but also I wanted to check out their brushes because I wanted that to supplement the Juvias Place that I also picked up. The lip bar looks so cool. I have not heard about the brand before, but when I went on their website and saw their packaging, I was floored. Like, it looks so cool. So I definitely want to purchase from them. And then I also tried to purchase from Mented Cosmetics. They have this highbrow that I wanted to pick up because I wanted a Black-owned beauty brow product, which I don't have. And unfortunately, they only ship to the US. So I am also trying to navigate shipping as well. I want it to be reasonable shipping, and also it needs to ship to Canada. So unfortunately at this time they don't, but I hope they do in the future. Any Black-owned businesses that ship internationally that you want me to check out, any products you think I would love to know what your favorites are. Again, these are just a selection of what is on my wish list that I was able to purchase right now. And I'm just so happy to have these cosmetics that I've wanted for so long, and they've been working out great. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, sticking with me to the end. As I said in the beginning, all the AdSense made from this video I will be donating to Black Lives Matter, and if you would like to donate yourself, I will have the link in the description box, and I encourage you to check out if you can. So that is going to be the end of this video. I am going to continue to educate, to learn, to continue my activism towards the Black Lives Matter movement. It is very important and imperative that we all keep our foot on the gas. A quote that I saw, we all need to continue to move forward and not just stop after a week. We need to keep going, and whatever way that looks like for you, whatever you can do is enough. It's going to look different for everyone. Don't feel bad if you can't donate, attend a protest, whatever it is, whatever you can do matters. So please do what you can. Keep the conversation going, continue to talk, continue to educate yourself, and let's all push for a better future. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.